And let's get the show on the road. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Challenge Express. Choo choo. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And yes, it is a new face we got here. Daniel, what's going on, Daniel? How you doing?
Everything good, man, Tom. Pleasure to be on the Challenge Express. This is the first time.
Yeah, man.
The first time. Don't make it the last, though.
Yeah, we're gonna be analyzing episode 5 of Spies, Lies, and Allies. And how'd you feel about the episode?
I mean, the season still hasn't picked up for me.
Okay.
I'm kind of still checked out. I'm not as intrigued as past seasons, but I don't know. Probably because I'm in a challenge lull. But for the episode itself, to be objective, I guess, it wasn't great. It wasn't bad. It was just smack dab in the middle for me. So yeah.
Dang, I'm gonna have to disagree. I thought this was the best episode of the season. No, didn't do it for you.
I still don't get the goosebumps.
Yeah, I mean, the daily challenge did it a lot for me today. I kind of went back to its roots, and it was like an obstacle course basically, which I love watching, these people compete in obstacle courses. We'll get to the daily challenge, of course, but first I want to know what is up with people picking Devin and Nani as their partners.
Honestly, that's a good question because Nani of all people, I guess. I love Nani to death, but I think everybody is just really riding this whole, okay, you have to be with a vet to be secured, and especially in the earlier stages of the game, everybody's trying to latch onto a veteran.
Yeah.
And get further in the game and have some sort of security. And I guess picking Nani, in a sense, Nani is easy to work with. She's very encouraging and uplifting and stuff like that. So yeah, and she's done a lot of these games. So she has kind of some pull in certain social circles, where she, could, I guess, deem herself, I guess, quote unquote, safe. So picking Nani probably is a no-brainer for certain vets, because I think this is a second, third pick from the rookies, is it?
Yeah, it's the rookies have only picked. Yeah, this is the second time Nani's been picked, I think. Yeah, second time Nani's been picked because Huey stole her from Gabo, and now Logan stole her from Huey. So yeah, second time Nani's been stolen. I think Devin has been stolen 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
They're in really good spots in the game. Yeah, Devin and Nani. So I guess I could see where they're coming from there. I would think, instead of Devin like picking a CT, I mean, CT's in a pretty good spot in the game, but I guess that could create a target on your back by picking one of the best dudes in the house.
And the winner of the previous season. So I think that's kind of what's hindering people from picking CT. Not that he isn't, the best, one of the best male competitors there, because obviously his track record states that. That's not something that you should argue, but it's just like you said, the target on your back, especially with him winning, last season, even him and Amber. So, people look at that and be like, oh, I want to be with somebody, who has a presence in this game, but somebody who isn't that a formidable threat, if I should say that.
Yeah.
And Devin is the perfect example of that.
And Nani is a good example of that too.
Yeah. So it's like Devin, he's a good strategic player and stuff like that, but 9 times out of 10, he isn't winning,
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how I feel about that.
To each his own. It seems like, so like last episode, the one before this, we saw Fessy throw in a vet, which was like the first break of allegiance or whatever. And it seems like a group of vets didn't really care that Fessy threw an Amber. I'm talking about Nani, Casey, Anissa, Tori. I'm thinking they didn't really care. While I think no one really cared, to be honest, but like the CT, Kyle, and the Devons of the world will take that information and use it against the Big Brother Alliance. So they'll go ahead and take Amber under their wing. How dare Fessy do that? You know, we have your back. And then once all the rookies are gone, that's the line between the vets. It's like, it's the Josh, the Devin, and Kyle's of the world with Amber versus the Nany, Casey, Fessy, Tories of the world. And I think that's going to be how the house is separated once these vets start attacking each other.
And I think that the second half list that you mentioned will probably crumble first.
It was with Kyle and Devin, or
no.
The other one?
Well, the other one, because I think they have enough, I guess, ammunition against Fessy and anybody tied to him to really get those numbers out first before they could implode over there.
Yeah, and it seems like Anissa was a part of the whole Fessy, Casey, Nany alliance, and Anissa's gone. Let's talk about Anissa real quick.
I forgot about Anissa, so that's my talk.
Oh man, Logan didn't forget about Anissa because Anissa getting medically DQ'd put Logan in a really tough spot. But
let me just say this, Tom. Sorry for interrupting you, but
no,
for me, I don't know if it's because I am in this lull. I'm seeing somebody new on screen every week, and I'm like, who is this person? Like, I'm like,
yeah,
on this season.
That's a good point. And like, you know, viewership is down on this season, and I wonder if that has something to do with it. Just people not really looking forward to, you know, all these there's so many new rookies. So it's like, yeah, every episode is like, oh, who's this? Okay, let's learn who this is.
Honestly, because with such a, like, the vets aren't even that appealing to me too. So it's like,
yeah, there's not really any vets, and that's why I think Nany's getting picked. She's a legit vet and has a really good social game. When you think of other females in the house, there's like Anissa was a legit vet. She's gone,
she is.
And she wasn't even that great of a competitor. You know, I love Anissa, but
it is what it is. Yeah,
it is what it is. Tori's a pseudo vet. You know, she's been doing it for a little while, but also, I don't know, Tori hasn't really done anything for me since her earlier seasons.
Yeah, I feel you though. I feel you. Her best season to me was Waterworlds too.
Yeah, that was definitely her best
probably
season.
Dirty 30, yeah.
Dirty 30 and then World of Worlds too, but everything in between is just like, where are you?
Yeah.
For real.
Big. No, for real.
Amanda's a vet, but you know, she's a small girl, so you know, maybe in a physical competition she wouldn't do the best. But for real, Amber got duped again. Do you blame Amber? Was she too naive?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm blaming Amber, because it's like, that's like, okay, you know the stove about to burn you if you put your hand over the fire, and then you be like, oh, let me see if it's not gonna burn me now. Yeah. Like, come on, like, just have a stove there, and then have like Amber fry it.
Yeah, for real.
And that's literally Amber, like, bro, like Fessy just chefing it up, you know?
Yeah.
So how do you expect to just say, okay, let's wipe the slate clean and, you know, try to work? No, once a snake, always a snake. Like,
yeah,
Fessy don't have your back. The only person Fessy looking out for is Fessy.
Yeah, and maybe did this ruin the Big Brother Alliance forever? Are they able to come back from this?
Well, I don't want to say, you know, I wouldn't say never, but I think it would be hard. And, you know, Josh plays, you know, with emotions most of the time. So I don't know.
No, he doesn't. No? I never heard that. Josh emotional?
Wow. Yeah.
He didn't cry this episode. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, that's a plus. That's a plus.
He's moving in the right direction.
Right direction. So
yeah.
But yeah, it's like Josh plays with this emotional game, and, you know, he tends to let, I guess, his heart, lead him, and make certain decisions where his head should really come into play and just be like, I know I'm mad, but does this make sense and stuff like that. But I don't blame him for calling
Popping off.
Fessy out.
Yeah.
Yeah, for calling Fessy out, because in that sense, it just was like, well, if we coming together, and he did admit that, listen, I play for Big Brother. Like, I don't even play for myself. Like, I play for y'all. And y'all out there just doing whatever. So if y'all could do whatever, then fun y'all, and I could do what I got to do over here. So I couldn't blame him. I couldn't blame him for that.
Yeah, I can't blame him for being mad at Fessy, because Fessy is apparently a friend, and
yeah,
your friend just threw your partner into elimination.
Yeah, so, even outside of the show, that's supposed to be friends and stuff like that. But you don't have really quote unquote friends in the game. Like, if y'all ain't, I don't know.
Yeah, it never ends well
it's
when you have an actual friend.
Challenge friendships are weird to me.
Yeah, we go to friendships to relationships, as Big T, my girl Big T, is getting
I forgot Big T was on the season.
Getting some Logan attention.
You laugh, like, serious one. Like, as you call the names, I'm like, oh yeah, that person on the season.
Yeah. No, I hear you. But yeah, Big T, I mean, from the start of her challenge career, she was out first on World of Worlds 2. And all of a sudden, she's like a really big presence in this game. At least for me, like, I expect to see Big T on future seasons. She's a triple threat. She can compete relatively well in certain areas for sure, like swimming, and then she has drama. She has politics. She's all about the drama and politics. And then this is her first little showmance. So she's really bringing it to the challenge.
She is. Yeah. But we'll see how she does.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't looking good for her in the beginning of the season, but now she's kind of laid low. But we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. I'm interested to see how far she'll make it this season.
Stamp.
Emmy's a weird one.
Emmy.
The blue hair, braces.
Okay. Yes. Yeah.
She's a tough one to read. She's clearly passionate, but I don't think she. I don't know. At the same time, she's like young and immature. She's 22 years old.
Oh.
Yeah, she's the youngest on the cast, I'm pretty sure.
She looked older than us, though.
I know, and she's got braces too. It's weird. She looks older, but she's got braces, and she's 22.
Yeah, she looked at least 30.
But yeah, she has her fair share of mental breakdowns. We've been seeing that throughout the season so far. And she is partners with Gabo this episode, which, spells doom. They're a rookie team. So they're obviously going in. But they have a chance at the Daily Challenge. A chance. A slim chance. But this Daily Challenge, how'd you feel about it? Come on, crawling through the mud, climbing over walls, building puzzles. That's what the challenge is all about.
I mean, yeah, cool, but I don't know. This challenge, Lala, has something going on.
Dude, yeah, we need to break you out of it.
Yeah, we gotta break me out of it. But I mean, it was cool for what it was. It was good, like a military style type of vibe. So I can't front them for that,
Yeah, partners work separate from each other. They start in the middle, race in opposite directions through various obstacles and finding puzzle pieces along the way. Final puzzle pieces in a safe. And to open that safe, they have to solve an 8th grade math problem, which, cancels out about half of the cast.
Yes.
It's sad. Even the girl who didn't take math in school is winning the challenge. Berna.
Yeah. The CD was like, she took circus.
She took circus. That was a great line. Might have been the best line of the episode.
Well, I should have took circus in school.
For real. Yeah, look where Berna
Like, what
is.
is math? Look where she is,
I know, and look where we are. No.
Talking about her.
I know exactly.
Sign me up.
Yeah, right off the bat, I mean, Berna and Emmanuel are impressing. Emmanuel, we've kind of gotten like side comments every episode about how good Emmanuel is, and we see him compete well in these daily challenges. So, also excited to see how he does. Berna, I was a fan of from the start. I'm still a fan of. And anything else happen during the daily challenge? Usually they over edit the daily challenges and the eliminations when there's not too much going on. And I feel like they didn't do that this daily challenge. They actually let it run. And I think it was nice to watch.
But overall, I give the daily, I'd say 7.5.
Yeah. I'd go a little higher just because of what we've been used to seeing. These daily challenges haven't been great, to be honest.
I mean, it was the better one, but
yeah.
I still give it that.
Yeah.
Still hasn't cracked my love.
Yeah. We'll see. Maybe by the end of the recap. But yeah, seriously, these math questions weren't that hard. And it seemed like they had the mud to write on the black box with, so they could do their math.
I could do that with my eyes closed.
Yeah, for real. It really, 1,000 divided by 5, 200 times 8.
200 exactly.
Oh, what, 1,600 plus 700, friggin' 3,300 minus 50.
Yeah.
3,250 or something like that. You know, that's just me doing it.
Yeah,
right
probably. Yeah, probably ahead. Exactly. But I don't know.
Also, is adding an S at the end of math slang in the UK? Because it's annoying me. We heard Priscilla say it, and we heard other people say it on different seasons where they're like, I'm really good at maths.
Okay, you said that was like a British thing, right?
Is it?
Because we grew up kind of saying like maths, like back in school, like growing up and stuff like that. Because I don't know if that has some. That's an interesting.
I'm sure it's cool.
Giving me a revelation. Yeah, you're giving me a revelation right now because normally it's mathematics.
Yes.
So you take out the and then join the S, so math.
Sure.
Yeah, we used to say it growing up.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I figured it was like a cultural thing or wherever they were from. So I won't hate on Priscilla too much because she was like, luckily I'm good at maths. And I'm like, that's contradicting yourself, I think.
but yeah. It's a cultural thing.
Yeah, sure. Anissa takes
Good thing you had me on the recap because you probably would have roasted this girl.
I know, right? Me and my sister would have been like, she's an idiot. Get her off the show. Oh yeah, by the way, Nicole is not here. She decided a work road trip was more important than analyzing an episode of the challenge. So good for her.
Well, I'm trying to fill in Nicole's shoes. I know she's a great commentator, so I'm trying my best.
You're doing a great job, Daniel. I know we talked about this briefly, but Anissa does take a pretty harsh fall climbing that climbing wall. What was your reaction?
Okay, you rapping now, when the single dropping.
Hey.
Tongue twisters. Too much heat. But
that's what happens.
But
magic just happens when I open my mouth.
Wow. Who would have thought? But honestly, when she climbed up the wall though, Tom, and then when she came down, I was laughing. I don't want to sound mean, but I was laughing, man. Me and my sister was watching on the couch, and I was like, "Wow."
Yeah, people falling is funny. I'm sorry.
It is.
But yeah, it was funny, but it was also like that was a pretty high fall for a woman her size. Yeah. It was scary.
One way to put it.
That's one way to put it, you said.
Definitely.
Hey man, I'm just being honest. It's a lot of gravity
But
coming down.
so you could cause us get canceled, okay?
I'm not trying to be mean.
And you know my subscribers dead like 5, so
Right.
I don't need
My subscribers count going down now. But I thought, we've seen that she had injuries in the past, normally ankle injuries. So I was immediately thinking, oh my God, she just busted her ankle bad. But turns out a dislocated shoulder. So I guess not that bad considering what it could have been.
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of on the fence when she had to go home. I was like, were you really gonna win the season, Anissa? But I was like, she should have. I still would have been able to give her a chance to say that, okay, you could ride out the season maybe, but
yeah, I mean,
I don't think so.
Every
Anissa
reserve
hang it up,
spot for a cast member on the challenge doesn't need to be, they have a chance of winning. Some people on the challenge are just there to make it far, to have fun, and that's okay as long as it doesn't get too crazy, like too many people doing that. But I enjoy Anissa on the seasons. She's really good at daily challenges. She's good with drama. She'll have a hookup there. So I think she brings a lot to the table when it comes to the challenge. Yes, she would be the last person I'd want to be partners with in a final just because of the running aspect. We've seen she's not the greatest with endurance. So I'm all for Anissa coming on the challenge, but I don't expect her to win. That's just what it is.
Yeah, like you said, a lot of them come for appearance checks, and I think it's her, probably Nani, who just come to, see how far they can ride it out, and they do get paid, for making it so far along in the game. So winning to them probably isn't. Maybe Anissa probably would want to win more than Nani at this point, but yeah, their appearance checks, they cake it. So
I mean, you can't blame them.
So yeah. But who knows? I still don't even know who are like top prospects to even win this whole thing. I don't have anybody, no horses in the race to say that, oh, this person looks like they are, suited and booted for the final and win.
We haven't seen enough.
Obviously,
like you said, each episode, it's like we learn about a new rookie. So we haven't seen enough from these rookies to be like, oh, they have a chance of winning this season. We kind of by default go to the vets and say, oh, which vet is likely to win this season,
Yep. And Michelle and Corey, they went home, right?
Yeah, Michelle and Corey are gone. So Corey was one of the biggest threats.
Yeah, they were.
Michelle was a threat too.
They were good rookies. Because they went to elimination, we could have seen, how they, were on. They were able to speak up for themselves. So I was like, okay, cool. Maybe y'all could be something for the future. I was actually looking forward to seeing more of them, but they went home. So
yeah, I almost compared it to the merge in Survivor. Like this season of the challenge, it's like if you make it to the merge, aka if you make it to the point where the vets are going after each other, then as a rookie, you're fine. You're better off than before because it was looking rough for Michelle and Corey throughout the whole season. They couldn't catch a break. And then all of a sudden Amber gets voted into elimination and now things might switch up in the house. And that's what they were hoping to surpass while with their time in the house. Unfortunately, they didn't and they went home. But it happens every season to rookies. They don't get a chance, no matter how hard they try, they can't do anything.
Yeah, and especially in this season, it's like, if you're a rookie pair, that's like big target on your back to say that, you going in, like hands down, no brainer.
Guaranteed, yeah. Yeah, so the math portion of the daily challenge, Gabo had a better shot of getting casted on Jersey Shore than figuring out this math problem. He had no idea.
Laura Baba.
Yeah, poor Gabo. Good vibes and Gladiator.
And let me not jump the gun.
Yeah. No, go for it.
No. I was gonna talk about him, nomination, elimination.
Yeah. We'll get there.
We'll get to that
real soon. I mean, Emmanuel and Casey start working on their puzzle before CT and Berna, but CT does CT things and comes
honestly,
out the W.
CT is the GOAT of puzzles. Like, this dude could just sit down, look. I think he stated in an interview or something like that, like him and his son, they just sit around and just, do crossword puzzles, and all type of other, tanagrams and stuff like that. So I'm like, this dude, he ready to go, like at any point in time. So you can't touch CT in a puzzle.
Yeah, the only puzzle he fumbled on, which maybe was the most important puzzle of his life, free agents against Johnny Bananas.
Johnny. Yeah. Honestly, whoever won that would have won the season.
Yep.
That's how I looked at it.
Heartbreaker for CT fans out there.
CT could have, but I give Johnny
you almost want to
free agents though.
Johnny deserves that free agents win.
He did.
His back was against the wall the whole season. He was going into elimination.
I'm standing 10 toes on that one. He deserved that one. Enough about Johnny.
So yeah, Berna and CT win. And yeah, first daily challenge win for CT. They're safe. They are the agency, and we know this, but yeah, Nisa gets DQ'd. It's finally official. So
yeah,
the episode kind of pivots. Who knows what would have happened if Anissa never got injured, because Logan wouldn't have wanted to go down into the elimination, wouldn't have been a target. So maybe it would have been like an Ed versus Gabo situation, likely rookies still going into elimination.
Yeah.
But this episode definitely took a pivot towards featuring Logan. Logan is confident. It's really confident, like to want to throw yourself in there, go against a physical threat. I guess, if you had to pick somebody to go against, even if it was a physical elimination, you choose Gabo because he's so like green and new and naive. Yeah. But Logan, and we can get to nominations, I suppose. Confidence. Yeah, or before that, we go to the club a little bit. Just a quick scene that I thought was hilarious between Kyle, Devin, and CT when they're making fun of these rookies about like throwing themselves in. And they're just like, do they know there's not a skull twist this season?
I thought that was pretty funny. Yeah, I thought that piece was pretty funny.
Yeah, they're just.
I was like, wow.
Yeah. But
the Kyle, Devin, CT trio.
Yeah, that's a trio. That's a trio since
it's a trio, but it's not
not so tight.
It's not a tight trio.
No, it's like
not a tight trio because CT doesn't trust. I don't think CT trusts Kyle, or I think he has Devin at arm's length. I don't think CT trusts anybody in this game, to be honest.
Yeah, whereas CT plays that kind of game.
Yeah, and it benefits him, and you can't trust these people,
Yeah, and I think Devin will be okay with being in alliance with CT right now. But we even heard Devin talking to Josh. Devin was saying how him and Josh know they're not going to beat a CT, a Fessy in a final. So that makes me think Devin has plans eventually to target CT down the line.
Well, who knows? And the Devin and Josh,
most powerful powerhouse.
The linking up of those two, I was like, okay, this is interesting. But I think that Josh probably kind of find that as a safe haven because Fessy is over here and he's supposed to be his number one, and he over here just doing whatever. So I think that's why those two clicked, and because Devin and Kyle did that little shady thing, but y'all don't like to call Kyle a snake, but it's whatever. Y'all just live in denial, and
Hey, now I
you
know
and
he's a
Adonis,
snake.
like Kyle can do no wrong in y'all eyes, but but it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. Josh, good thing Josh has some more friendships going into this season, like with Devin. He repaired that friend, or never had a friendship with Devin, but is now friends with him
Who?
because we saw Casey and Josh fall out, which was like
Who's
the
this?
end of the Big Brother alliance. Casey was like, I'm done with you. That was like the most emotion we've seen from Casey. I feel like she doesn't show emotions too much, but she was done with Josh. And they are going to be working separately this season, which is okay for Josh because he has these other relationships in the house with Devin, with Logan, apparently, with other people. So I'm excited to see how that all plays out once this whole rookie massacre is over. But yeah, house
Yeah.
deliberation. Logan nominates himself, but he's smart. He doesn't want to be the vote in nominations. He doesn't want to be the house vote because anything can change. Somebody could, cause a ruckus, and CT could target them instead. Anything can change. Gabo could punch somebody in the face, get sent home. Gabo can't go into elimination anymore, so somebody else has to go against Logan. Anything can happen. But he's, to no avail. He's a rookie. He doesn't have much say. He's still going to be the house vote. And then the normal Huey pop-off on Gabo. What do you think about the Huey pop-off?
My thing is you're not even on anybody's radar right now. Shut up, sit small, and keep it pushing. Like that's his downfall right there. Even in the elimination last week, I mean, it was kind of funny,
Yeah.
but it still was annoying to me because it's like you're literally in elimination right now, performing, and you have time to look over and scream and make noise over here. Like that don't make sense.
Yeah.
Like do all of that after you win, and when you secure the W, and then you could make your noise and rah-rah and stuff like that. But you can't be looking left and right. Like focus on this right here. And the thing is, you weren't even on the radar for elimination. So keep it low key, and just fly under the radar. Like let these two guys duke it out.
It's like he knows he should do that, but he just can't help it.
Yeah, and Ashley to just tell him like shut up, sit.
Yeah, he stands up on a chair saying, "You won't expose me," as he exposes himself.
Like I just was screaming at the TV like sit small, like
yeah. I was like, why? What is happening? What does Huey have to do with anything right now? Why is he popping off?
This literally does not involve you.
Yeah,
not at all.
Not at all. I guess he was scared that Gabo was going to steal Nani back, making Huey vulnerable again.
But hey, that's the game. You took him from somebody else, so
yeah. But yeah, we get to the elimination, and it's no surprise that it's Logan versus Gabo. Elimination is called Higher Assets, and it is just a male elimination. So the goal is to solve this 5x5 puzzle. 20 feet in the air is an answer key. You have to climb a rope to look at the answer key, and then go back down and solve the puzzle. Pretty straightforward, pretty decent elimination. I don't have any problems with this. It requires strength with the rope climbing.
Yeah, it did climbing.
Yeah. So how'd you feel about this elimination?
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It was like you said, it had a mixture of physicality, and then you had to, use your brain. But obviously, we know that Gabo doesn't have a brain, so
he doesn't have any more storage available in his memory.
he just got the muscle. Yeah. So at that point, I was like, he ain't winning. So
yeah. But I think MTV did a great job of editing the episode, because I was back and forth all episode, like Gabo's gonna win, Logan's gonna lose. Even during the elimination, I was pretty back and forth because we saw Logan, couldn't get it right, kept asking TJ for checks, but something was off, and he could barely climb back up that rope. Because I remember the first time he climbed up that rope, he climbed with just his arms and said something like, I'm training to be a fireman, and one of the things in training is climbing a rope with just your hands. I was like, oh, he's gonna tire himself out real quick. And he pretty much did. He could barely climb that rope at the end, but luckily, Logan said this in the after show, Gabo sucked so bad it didn't matter. Gabo apparently did really bad.
No, but honestly, coming into elimination, I just had a strong feeling that Gabo would have lost.
Yeah.
And I was right. So
yeah. Gabo didn't know
anything
what he was
with
getting
puzzle
himself
or
into.
brain power, anything with puzzles or brain power is it's an L film. It's an L.
Yeah. Kudos to Logan. Logan wins, and he decides to steal Nany. I think, we talked about stealing Nany. I think this does put Logan in a good position in the game. He's not going to be on anybody's radar right now. And we'll see what the future holds for him.
Yeah, because it's literally like a two-sided coin. One side, Nany is a vet, and the next side, she's not like the top vet. So I think he's pretty secure in terms of people not gunning for them. So it's a good. I think that's why, if I didn't say it before, that's why people choose Nany.
Yeah, I think some of these rookies do think Nany is a better competitor than she actually is.
But they speak highly of her, though.
Huh?
They speak highly of her.
Yeah, they do.
As they should.
I think she's a middle of the road competitor, though. Like, I would have rather had a Casey on my team, but Casey doesn't have maybe that much pull in the house as Nany does, even though they're joined at the hip right now.
I don't know. Working with Casey for me, I just would be like, speak to me, talk, give me some personality, like like something. Like I just would be bored out of my brain, like
Yes,
So,
I think back to Leroy, and I would feel so bad for Leroy during Double Agents. Like when they would be in the Chamber of Secrets, like Casey would barely say anything, and Leroy's like, "How do you feel?"
That was literally a co-worker, like a work relationship. Like it worked for that purpose, but after that, it just was like, all right,
strictly business.
Yeah, it literally was.
Yeah, I wouldn't like to work with Casey either. And we see Casey working with Fessy this season, even though Fessy treated her like crap in the final during Double Agents. So, but they have mended that relationship and it's going strong like nothing ever happened.
Question, what I was kind of like worried about, I wouldn't say worried about, but I had this question in my mind. I don't know if this will be controversial or not. The reasoning why Fessy didn't eat last season and last season's final, because he mentioned that he isn't eating certain things because of Ramadan.
Yeah.
Because he's I don't want to mess up
Muslim.
The word. Yes, Muslim. He's Muslim. So I don't know if that ties in with his religious beliefs and him not eating certain things last season. I always kind of wondered it.
I doubt it. I think he would have said something.
But because this season, I don't know why. When he said it this season, I thought automatically back to that season. Because for me, I'm a Seventh-day Adventist, like Christian. So, and we don't eat like certain things. So me coming on the challenge, knowing that this is what the challenge, this is what they eat on the challenge, then I would kind of just be setting myself up, because I already know what to expect.
Yeah,
so
at the end of the day, I can't
get mad when they say eat it,
Yeah, you're signing up for the challenge, the possibility of eating literally anything. Like I'm a vegetarian, but if I go on the challenge and they put a pig's head in front of me, I'm gonna have to eat it. You're not comparing that to religious beliefs like Ramadan, and I don't know much about Ramadan, but I would assume it's during a specific time of the year.
Yeah, I think it's the earlier part of the year,
Yeah, so maybe it
like
wasn't
April,
Ramadan during that whole
probably
final.
somewhere.
I think he was just being a pussy. But
Well,
who knows? And that's how we're gonna wrap it up, calling Fessy a pussy. I think our fans will like that.
put a meow sound effect.
Yeah, meow. Um, next on, we see CT and Berna have some drama. We see yeah, I don't really know what's going on. I couldn't really guess why there would be drama between CT and Berna, but I'm very interested to see now.
Yeah. Well, I didn't get to see the sneak peek, because me and
Yeah.
my sister were watching it on her phone because our TV kind of was doing some stuff, was freaking out, so we had to watch it on her phone. So and then it didn't show the sneak peek, so we were like, and I didn't get
Yeah.
to go online and watch it.
Yeah, the application
But
I watch it on does that sometimes too. It's weird. But yeah, not much was on the next on preview other than CT and Berna
CT and Bruno.
getting
Okay.
into it. Yeah. But yeah, that wraps it up. Thank you, Daniel, for subbing in for Nicole, kind of last minute. Apologies to the listeners for getting this out a little bit late. No, not apologizing for having Daniel on. I think he thought I was about to say that. Apologies for having to bear with Daniel this analysis. No, it was
Yeah,
fun.
yeah, I'm
Thank you.
horrible.
Yeah. And maybe in the future when Nicole can't do another one, you could hop in as well.
It's up to you. It's up to you. You the big shot.
Yeah. Hope you enjoyed analyzing the episode here on Challenge Express. Thanks for watching, everybody. Please like, comment, and subscribe. But until episode 6, peace out.